Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloreeyah, and if you're new here, you're welcome. Please check out my other videos and please consider subscribing before you leave. So guys, today I want to share my NHS experience with you. Something I never really talked about. If you live in the UK, you must have at some point in your life how to go to the doctors, and if you've never used the NHS for any reason, then you're one of the lucky ones. Here in the UK, doctors are referred to as GPs, general practitioners, and their offices where you go to see the GPs are called doctor's surgery, which, by the way, no surgeries are performed there. Don't ask me why. It's one of those things that confused me when I first moved to England. Everyone has a GP assigned to them. You can choose to see your assigned GP or any other GP. So today's video is not about what goes on with the NHS, the pros and the cons. It's just about me sharing my experiences using the NHS. So a little background story. I moved to the UK on a spouse visa, and as a result, you have to pay an NHS surcharge that is about £1,000 thereabouts. It's non-negotiable. You must pay it before proceeding with your application. Whether you're granted or not, you have to pay the NHS surcharge. And with most non-citizens living in the UK, we have limited access to the NHS. For example, some treatments are chargeable depending what NHS trust your local hospital falls under. And if your visa expires, and it can take between 3 to 6 months to have your renewal, during that time, access to NHS treatments can be chargeable but not denied. So if you fall ill, you can still get treatment, and they may send you a bill, but they will never turn you away, which is cool, which I think is incredible. Luckily for me, I rarely fall ill or need the doctor, but a couple of weeks ago, I was ill and I had to go into hospital, and I ended up spending 3 days in hospital. I must say NHS is fantastic, and I am very grateful for all that they do. And also, I think the NHS is very stretched. Anyway, I got to the A&E, other people call it the emergency room. Yeah, it was serious. I got to the A&E at about 8:30 in the morning, and I finally got attended to at about midday. It was very busy in the A&E. I have the impression it's always busy in the A&E. So yeah, I got attended to, bloods were taken, and I was to be admitted. The nurses and everyone that attended to me were very nice and professional, and that made me feel very comfortable. Whilst on admission, I had 3 square meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So they come around, the kitchen staff or the kitchen lady, and then she takes the orders. She, asks you what you want out of the menu of what's to be served that day, which I thought was incredible. Back home in Nigeria, I had never experienced such. I think food is being bought in hospitals. Please correct me. Like I said earlier, I rarely go into hospitals, so I'm not quite sure. But prior to my stay in hospital here, I never knew, they serve meals in hospital. The ward I was in had 6 beds, so technically maximum of 6 patients. They had a bathroom, a shower, WC, bidet. There was like soaps, toothpaste, toothbrush, deodorants, and sanitary stuff all available, which was cool. When I had to do some scans and MRI, I must say that was the very first time ever I'd done an MRI. Where they put you in something like a capsule and it takes 3D images of the area of concern. Everything was done professionally. I was put in a wheelchair and I was pushed about 2 floors. I've got a very big van driving by. I was put in a wheelchair and I was pushed about 2 floors using the lift as well, to having the MRI done, and I was wheeled back to my bed. Whilst in hospital, I had to have COVID test done daily. Visiting time was about an hour, and you had to book ahead. and also your visitor had to have a COVID test done on every visit. One person was allowed, and it had to be the same person all the time. Mine, of course, was my husband. I see why the NHS in the UK is cherished by British citizens and all. I have relatives in the US, and I know their struggles with the healthcare system in America. We are blessed to have the NHS and all it stands for. It's not perfect, but it works, and it's incredibly affordable, which makes life easy. It will be too much pressure spending time in hospital and then coming out only to have a huge bill waiting for you to pay. The stress will only prolong one's recovery. I think it's amazing that you don't have to worry about any of that. Some of you may wonder how the NHS is funded. Well, it is paid for through taxation. Everyone pays into it and have access to it. This may create some waiting times. However, if you weigh that against the possibility of paying thousands of pounds out of pocket, then I think it's a good deal. Overall, my experience with the NHS has been a positive one. I know many European countries have a similar system, but I've never been there, so I can't really compare. All I can say is that when I desperately needed the NHS, it was there for me. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. Don't forget the drill: like, share, leave me your comments. I love to hear from you. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're yet to do so. And until my next one, stay safe and God bless. Bye.
There's a reason why the colors of the rainbows are so bright. It's for you and me to learn that, yeah. There are times in life and many